Well, Percy's Bar is walking behind us, and Ben Colebrook, what did you see? What did she do this morning?
She galloped, and then she stood in the gate, and she was good standing in the gate and galloped perfect. I really was happy with the way she trained. Thought she looked great.
For a young horse, is she the type that takes things in stride, or does she take a little bit to learn?
No, she's the opposite. She does everything perfect since day one. She's been like, what do you want me to do? I got this. Her mind's fantastic, and I think that's a big attribute for a young filly.
That said, talk a little about her progression, because to me it seems she's gotten a little bit out of every race and taken a step forward each time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when the race in Saratoga, Luan came back and she said, man, she got tired today. And she had never gotten tired, I think. You know, first race 4.5, that wasn't really a fitness. That was more of just a, you know, kind of, she just ran for about a quarter of a mile because, you know, she got kind of shuffled back and then made this big run. And she kind of won the debutante so easily. Then she had a real race in Saratoga that tightened her up, and then obviously I thought she really progressed at Keeneland around 2 turns because she showed the ability to run the bends so well. You know, she's a very athletic filly and a good mover, so I think the 2 turns really helped. So yes, I totally agree that she's improved every race.
Obviously no one wants to have the outcome of what happened in her most recent start.
Right.
But what was your takeaway from the race? What do you feel she did get out of the race?
Well, the good news for her is she thinks she won. Right. So, you know, the outrider took her back. She got to walk around out on the track. And so we didn't tell her she got taken down, so she still doesn't know.
In terms of the name, I know there's a pretty big rooting section back in Kentucky. Just tell us what the name signifies.
So Percy was a famous, you know, bartender that worked 47 years at Keeneland, and he was always like a guy that if he knew the racetrackers, he'd have your beer sitting up on the counter as soon as he saw you walk, no matter how long the line was. And he was just a famous guy at the racetrack, you know, one of those old racetrack characters. So, you know, it was great Gatewood got the name, and it's turned out to be such a fantastic horse.
And for you, this experience coming in with a filly who you've always thought could do it?
Yeah. And I mean, we've always thought she was very nice, and each time she's kind of exceeded our expectations. So, yeah, it's very exciting.
Hopefully the ride continues.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Ben Colebrook and Percy's Bar, and should she be successful in the Juvenile Fillies, they will be lining up at the bar deep.